Hello everybody and welcome back to Benjamin Magnus Plays Hearts of Iron 3 World War I mod. And I do apologize for my voice right now. It is pollen season in Florida right now, which means my allergies are going absolutely batcrap crazy, but we're just going to try to sojourn past it and continue on. We passed actually over a year into the game in the very first episode, basically playing on speed 5, just waiting for techs and stuff like that to hit. And what I'm thinking of doing is, well, I'm honestly not sure how early I want to start the war. My neutrality is plummeting, and the lower my neutrality goes, the more I see I have to work with, because I'll be able to implement further mobilizations. And I think what it's going to be time to do now is start moving our troops to the front lines. So let's take a look at where our... Alright, so everybody here, let's actually grab this entire stack and move them right here. We'll do it like this, just to get them moving quickly, just so I can organize them easily and figure out who I'm working with. Supplies, that's not a big deal. Uprising in the Empire is overthrown by a coup. So is Mexican revolutionaries. So revolutionary Mexico right now. Alright, so once these guys are there and their debuff or their cooldown wears off, then we can start moving this stuff around. So this is the Munich HQ. Let's actually just move it to Stuttgart there. We have the 6th Army here. Let's move them to Baden-Baden. Well, let's see, grab the whole 6th Army and move them to Baden-Baden. And then who else are we working with here? The 5th Army. Let's move them one province up. 7th Army. Let's move them one province down. Yeah, that'll be everybody. That'll give us a good indication of what we're working with. I've got a lot of militia, which I'm not super thrilled about. I think they're going to be of pretty limited use. So, let's see here. Probably going to end up taking most of the militia and splitting them off and moving them somewhere else. A light infantry? Or is that cavalry in this? That's cavalry. So I've got a pretty basic military right now, I feel. A lot of infantry, not a lot of even artillery. So let's detach, move them here. Let's take 2 of these divisions and move them there. HQ, cavalry. Probably not going to want cavalry actually stationed, garrisoned on the front lines. Ottomans, okay. Or anything coming up on tech? Recent like? No. No, we're just kind of waiting. That's cavalry. Let's detach and move him there. I'm gonna take, well, let's see. There's not a lot of militia really. What I'm thinking about is detaching them and maybe upgrading them just to regular infantry or mountain infantry. Mountain infantry would be useful. But we'll figure it out as we go. There's plenty of time before hostilities break out. I think when this drops down to 69, we'll actually be able to implement the next level of mobilization up. We will see. Come on. There we go. Yep. So that's trading. Economic. Here we go. Yep. All right, now, so let's see what we're working with this. Okay, 193. Good. All right, so now we have a decent amount of IC actually going into upgrades. I'm not sure who's... well, I bet the infantry is getting a lot of it right now. Machu Picchu has been uncovered. Little flavor event there. This is, let's see, what do we got? That's my cavalry. That's an entire another army. So I think I'm gonna try to have one HQ for this area, and then everybody else towards Russia. I'm gonna try to keep this a little bit more lightly defended, because I want to knock Russia out before anybody else. All right, let's keep you back. Keep you guys there. Actually, you go right there. All right, what do we got here? Second Moroccan crisis. German gunboat. Panther to the Moroccan port. Global offensive. The European lives. Okay, so we lose 30 neutrality. Wow. That's a lot. It just plummeted. Let's go to land doctrine and take off this one. We can actually put on all this other 1912 tech now. It's all going to be useful at some point. Now, when are we going to be able to implement the next, this one? Oh, it have to be at war. You have to be at war, and you have to have less than 200% the IC of your enemy. I'm hoping that these upgrades won't take too long. But I honestly don't know how long they'll take. And that's for these guys. And then we got another army here. So let's grab these guys and move them up this way. Well, minus you. So there wasn't as much militia in the army as I thought there was. I'm sure there's still going to be a lot I could do with them. Well, actually, why don't we do that now? Let's make a mountain infantry. And see what that'll take in terms of IC. 5 IC for like 5 months, that's not too bad. But right now we're not doing anything in production, so they're just gonna marinate. They're just gonna sit there. Yeah, look at the French border regions here. Because of the dig-in bonus, I'm not terribly concerned about light defenses. I definitely want to knock Russia out ASAP. And as I've said in the first episode, I've never played this mod before. We're going into this pretty blind, so I don't know how this is going to work out. Haven't the foggiest idea. I'm kind of waiting for this upgrade to go down. Well, it's starting to. It goes up. Goes up. Goes down. It's fluctuating by 2/10 of a... Oh, there it goes. Something must have finished. Oh, no, it's moving around. That's weird. Why is it moving around like that? It's not like any new techs are coming up. I'm not seeing anything, actually. Well, Ah, here we go. Okay, some of these guys are going. Alright, that's actually going at a decent clip. I mean, it is on speed 5 right now. They're getting Arctic warfare equipment, mountain warfare equipment, improving their light artillery, infantry support guns, and small arms right now for almost, well, for probably almost my entire military. That's why the upgrades are so high. And I always do prefer to have a modern, well-equipped army whenever possible. So let's move those guys around. Garrison our borders. Oh, I didn't grab all of these guys. I was like, who's still sitting there? I didn't grab everybody. Just like here, I didn't grab everybody. Just move the HQ. Alright, so that's that right there. Taken care of. Got cavalry in the back, infantry on the front lines. There's 2 infantry divisions on each province right now. Definitely going to improve that later. But there's honestly not a lot of IC to work with, so... When the upgrades are finished, I think what I'll do is probably do a couple runs of military aircraft design. Nice. A couple rounds of infantry. Try to get that up. Alright, so what are we looking at here? Seaplane development. Let's get that going. That's the oh, and light bomb development, yeah. Some of the first couple things. So we can build some scout planes right now if we want to. But like I said, I want to make sure my military is up to date and efficient. So we are going to work on upgrades for 1911. And then start working on production. But it's falling fast, though. We're starting to get stuff done, and other guys are starting to work. We've got 80 IC devoted to it at the moment, so it's plenty. Let us share some of our industrial capacity with them. I'll accept it for now, but I'm going to lock it at 0. Until further notice, basically. Alright, so let's see. Let's take all these guys and just move them straight to Berlin so I can see what we're working with easily. Then we have another entire theater right here. Let's move them over here. What I think I'm going to do is garrison the Netherlands maybe a little bit more lightly. And then redeploy some of these guys to this area. A lot of revolution in China. If this goes quickly, and I know there's been a lot of discussions about playing different nations. If this goes quickly, I don't know how many episodes this series will last. Black Ice tended to last near 100. 76 for Russia because I kind of knocked that out a little bit early because I was losing my zest for the series. So, I mean, if we could get it through in if it's 20 or 30 episodes or something like that, which, again, honestly, I have no idea. We might be able to do 1 or 2 playthroughs, 2 or 3 playthroughs, something like that. 1 to 3 playthroughs before Hearts of Iron 4 comes out. Something along those lines. Alright, so let's grab the first army. We're going to do this one army at a time. Well, what we could do is... First reserve army. This army is only 2 corps. Fifth reserve army. That's a big one. Over here in East Prussia is definitely going to be a very high concentration of troops. Because we're kind of surrounded. There's this kind of a natural salient. What would be pretty good for me is if I think my initial attacks is going to be right in this area. But if I can push up to Riga and kind of straighten this line out right here, that would give me a pretty good position I think. Pretty good position. Alright, let's start moving these guys around. That's 2. This is the 3rd or 4th. And then this is cavalry. Is the 5th. The cavalry I'm going to keep in reserve, I think. I'm glad we have some IC to work with. I mean, it's pretty brutal not having anything at all to work with. Okay, we're almost fully funding our what's it called now? So that means everybody should be... I think these guys got upgraded already. Who wants to buy what? Austria-Hungary wants to buy some scout planes from us. That's fine. So yeah, the cavalry I'm going to keep in reserve. Right here. All right, come on. Let's do this. Let's get this going. Start forming up our battle lines. We're going to need a lot more infantry. We have not a lot of manpower, honestly. 1.2 million? That doesn't seem like a lot at all. Monthly gain of only 9,000 men. That is tiny. Maybe it'll ramp up when the war gets started. Yeah, there's a lot fewer men than I thought there were over here. But we'll deal with it. We can work with it. That's all militia right there. Which I'm not thrilled about, putting militia on the front lines against anybody, especially the Russians. Oh, no, that wasn't right. This is interesting. There's a lot of 11 divisions attached. Oh, this is the 5th Army. 5th Army Reserve Army right there is what I was like, how's... Get a little confusing me a little bit for a second there. We're going to have to work on that. I'm thinking only these ones will get turned into mountains, and maybe the rest of them will get turned into regular infantry. I'm going to have to start building a lot of cavalry, too. Not cavalry, artillery. I don't know. I think I had cavalry on the brain because of this stuff. Here they are right here. So now it's going to start going into reinforcements because we increased our mobilization levels, which means that everybody should need more men. Yeah, but that's balancing. Oh, yeah, that's going to get taken care of really quickly. Especially now the upgrades are fully funded. Yeah. Alright. I don't have anything on officers right now. No. No, I don't. Okay, that's good. So it's almost 1912. Blasted through another year of the game. So, for the first time ever, we're doing some production. Get one of those ships completed. Yeah, that covered a lot less territory than I expected it to. So all these guys are pretty useless as they stand right now. So we're going to upgrade them all to infantry. And then we'll probably end up combining them together into some proper divisions. Maybe with a little... Maybe with a little bit of, what's it called, thrown in there? Fifth Army Corps. So this 5th Army Corps has 11 divisions attached to it. I thought you could only have 5. Or is it? That's an Army Corps, all right. It's 3 X's. Color me confused. I wonder if we could put this on... Prioritize upgrades right now. Will that take care of it correctly? No. It will not. Doesn't look like this seems to... The AI control of this seems to be working right. So let's do this. Let's grab all the militia from here. Move them over here. The garrison, I'm not sure why we have just a regular garrison. I mean, he could sit... We could detach him and just have him sit in Berlin or something like that. Just trying to organize up my army here. These are stormtroopers. That's nice. This looks like there's very little... I don't see any militia in this army. Alright, I don't think the Dutch are going to play that much of a role, so I don't think we have to worry too much about them. Alright, how are we looking now? 59 in terms of upgrades. Oh. You are not that great. Huh. Oh, we'll deal with it. We have production now. Some. Our ships are being constructed. And it looks like we're running through the upgrades pretty quickly now. I think all these guys are finished up here. I'm not sure why the AI control didn't seem to be working correctly. Maybe I set it up wrong. That's always a possibility in this game. I'm okay at... I play this game a lot, but I'm no expert at it. I am no expert. I'm just average. Just okay. Oh, this guy's got a bunch of crap with him, too. That's why he's moving. I was like, why is this guy taking so damn long? That's why. He's got all that stuff attached to him. Move these over here and detach them. I'm sure there's some stuff we can do with it. Infantry support weapon. That's actually going to drive my... Wait, what's it called? Right back up. Ah, yeah. That's actually not a bad thing, though. That's going to drive my upgrades up. Yeah. But, again, not a bad thing. For everybody to have better support weapons. The entire army. Yeah, and it's 1912 now. Here it is. So let's see. I want to make sure I'm not missing anything in terms of tech, because tech's going to be very important. Very, very important. Can upgrade our submarines. But, I mean, we don't have tons going into research right now. We could fix that, though. Ooh, industry. Yes. That's going to be very... Okay, all the industry stuff needs to go right up to the top. All the education, agriculture, all that stuff needs to be way up to the top. Because that's kind of like a countrywide bonus. So I definitely want to make sure that stuff's finished. I think I'm just going to leave it like this right now. So I do have some production going. So I can get those off. Get these finished up. Light artillery. Provisional government. That's fine. Election of 1912. Wilhelm II is still the head of state. Doesn't look like too much changed. A lot of people are getting their... Oh, the artillery is getting a lot of upgrades too, which is great. Forgot about that. Howitzers, artillery carriage, barrel and sights. Although it looks like it's stalled out. Must have gotten redeployed elsewhere. Yeah, there we go. Well, why don't we do this? Let's try to take care of this quick. Oh, that's a lot of upgrading. Artillery carriage, yep. A lot of upgrading. Hopefully it'll go quickly, though. I mean, it should, in theory. What's it at? Almost 200 I see now. But again, I think that having my technology up to snuff, you know, on par or not or better than everybody else, I think that's going to be the ticket here. Should we do just keep it 2 like all the way up, or for the Netherlands, do you think like 1 is okay? Huh. Well, let's let those guys move out of the way first. We've got cavalry here. Let's keep them in right there. Alright, the second army. That's the Guards Corps. Right. Let's take this entire army and detach. Let's take the 4th army, detach it, and redeploy it over here. Yeah, I think that'll be good. And then we'll use what's left, basically, to shore up the defenses on the Netherlands. Oh, and what do we got? Oh, okay. Arty stuff. That's all over. And this stuff here. Probably not going to go too much further with militia, if at all. I just wanted to get at least 1 on there. Alrighty, I think we're going to end this episode right here. We've been redeploying our forces. We got a lot of technology finished. We got all the upgrades done, and then everything popped up, so everything's back on the upgrade track right now. But we do have a lot more IC to work with, so this stuff's going to go a lot quicker. So if you have enjoyed this episode, everybody, just drop me a like, leave me those comments right down below, and if you're interested in more Benjamin Magnus Plays Hearts of Iron 3 with the World War I mod, just subscribe to this channel, and I will see you next time.